All right, welcome back to the Queer Af podcast. My name's Steph.
I'm Amy.
Last episode, we went into a little bit about ourselves and what we're looking to do with the podcast, and yeah, so we talked about where we grew up and upcoming events. What's been happening with you recently, Amy?
On the opening night of it, but I can't actually remember what date that was. It ended on the 30th, so I had went on the 26th. So it opened the 26th of March. Yeah, yeah. So went to that. It was it's a small space, a studio space, exhibit just near. It was near the art galleries in Glasgow, just near enough across the road. About like she got people together like with her friends or strangers and like had chats with them and discussed like um gossiping in the community, like it's like female community and like gossiping and how it relates and like just I don't know the full thing. I actually bought a magazine that explains it. I've not read that yet though. um it's the actual magazine's called Gossip. And it's kind of full of the artist artwork, the artist being AJ Duncan, talking about bitching and stereotypes, um, just girl talk. That was the name of the exhibit. Um, Gossip as a connection building. That's one of the articles here. Well, one of the chats that she had. So it was different. I think she had 23 participants, um, whether it was kind of single or like group chat. And it was talking about how they feel as being a woman. Like one of the exhibits itself was like, "Are you a girl or a woman?" And she'd put post-it notes on the wall, and you could write on them. So people were like, "Yes, I'd done one." I was like, "It feels like nothing, neither and both," because like like have you like obviously I know we feel like girls because we are women, right? Obviously that's how we feel in inside, but like, have you ever thought to yourself, I'm a girl? No, right? Like, you never think of that.
Yeah, I think that's a question about how society sees women as well, or men as well. So I think it's a very valid question. Yeah, or the patriarchy. Sorry. Um, I think like it's yeah. Are you a girl or a woman? Well, we're women, but the patriarchy and society see us as little girls that they can control and possess, and and I think like more women need to think of themselves as women, strong, independent women.
100%. I like strong, independent, boss aspect. I still feel would call myself a woman. So you had ones that said, a boss ass bitch. Ones that was, man, I feel like a woman. Obviously, a little bit of Shania there.
I love that. Shania.
A little bit of Shania kind of beats it. Um, oh, there was some funny ones, and there was just some like, um, I actually almost like I kind of took inspiration from another one. It's like neither. So that's why I don't feel as either, but I also feel like both. So, and then I have the artwork as well. I took a picture of that because um it's not safe for online. I don't think because it is of a naked woman.
And this is the one that you bought.
Yes,
You don't have it yet, do you?
I do have it. I picked it up on Thursday. No, Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So I need to get a frame for it. It's A3. So there was one of the exhibits. It was a full length painting that this girl, the artist, had done of her friend, right? So the background was like a bathroom scene, um, and it was like the friend naked in the picture, like holding a glass of wine and smoking a cigarette, right? And she's like, "Oh, my pal's. This is my pal. She's not here yet. But as soon as she gets here, she'll be like, that's me. That's me right there." And apparently, her boyfriend wanted to buy it, and she's like I was talking to like people I'd met there. I've said people I'd never seen before. And I was like, we were saying like, why would he buy it? He could just literally go in the next room and look at her.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Well, yeah, true. But he probably doesn't want anybody else to have her on on their wall. But at the same time, no one really knows it's her unless she tells them. They're like, "Yep."
Valid, valid point. Um, the artist is AJ Duncan, and her TikTok and I believe Instagram would be AJD Illustrates. Um, Based in Glasgow. Let's see. On Instagram, she's AJD.illustrates. On Instagram, it's just AJD Illustrates on TikTok.
Well, we'll put the info down in the caption as well.
Anything you've got to discuss?
I haven't really been doing much on the queer scene. I mean, last time I was about to go fair day, and it was a bit of fun. It was fun. Um, my only takeaways is that like, it's just I love it, but it's so crowded, and I feel like they have such a big space. It takes place in Victoria Park, down near Broadway in Sydney.
Yeah, it was a massive space when I was there.
It is a massive space, and I really love. One of my favorite parts about going to the fair day is getting to see all the stalls. I don't think we got to like. I think we got to maybe a third of them, if that, because the walkways in between are so like it's so cramped, like that you're just trying to get past people, and people linger, and people stand in the middle of it, and things like that. So that really gets to me, unfortunately. But
Wow. Especially since you've got a little one to drag about as well. Like, well, not drag about, but you know what I mean? Running about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to stop him from going elsewhere, and and like those like sort of stalls and stuff. Like I know the majority of queer people aren't don't have like a queer family with like young people, but there's a lot of queer families, and I don't feel like if especially with those with like younger kids and prams and stuff, or even special needs queer people, like trying to get through them, I find that it's not as accessible.
Yeah, no, fair enough, actually. Um, yeah, because obviously you can't expect queer people to be fitting into one specific box that you think everybody's able and to scoot in and about, like as in walk through places.
We still have fun. Love. He decided that that's when he wanted to try a cheese pizza, but there was not a lot of food options, and there was no pizzas. I mean, I feel like pizza is the perfect like food truck thing for an event like that.
No, but at least he wanted to try it. So, and then he eventually did get to try pizza. So, smashing.
We were at the food area, and there was this other stage, one of the other like smaller stages, and there was like a DJ on like, and was just dancing his little heart out. It was so cute. And then he saw one at like another like probably like another gay guy like give the DJ like he mustn't either be like his partner or like no one be friends with him. I think he gave him like a kiss on the cheek, and then trying to climb up onto the stage to give the DJ a kiss.
Fitting right in. Fitting right in. Trying to climb on the stage to kiss a man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, just settle down. But he was just dancing the whole time. Like he loved it. But like it got very tiring very quick because like you were trying to get. We didn't even get to the Qantas stall, and they're supposedly like one of the best ones. They're always really good.
There was a Qantas stall.
Yeah, I just found it like trying to get around to see all the stalls was really difficult, and that's genuinely one of my favorite parts because I like going around the stalls. I like seeing like the jewelry and stuff like that and what I can get. But yeah, so fair day wasn't. It was really fun. I got lots of freebies, which I got so many lanyards to. I love a lanyard.
We love a free bit. But see, it means you can chop and change lanyards for work. See? You don't have to stick with the same lanyard all the time. I don't need to wear a lanyard, that's annoying. But yes.
But yeah, and then we did want to go to the parade, but it was just, it just wasn't, um, it just wasn't going to happen. So we watched on TV. It was all right. Like it's, you know, a bit of fun.
The atmosphere is so much different compared to obviously being there. Would 100% do it again. And I will do it again at some point in my life.
Yeah, yeah. I one day we'll get there. All right, Amy, tell me about the singles event. I want to know what the dating life is like.
So, singleness. Um, so first of all, I'll start off with there is a company called Thursday. I'm pretty sure they have events in Sydney as well. I think it is specifically geared towards dating. So there's Thursday dating, Thursday Edinburgh, Glasgow, blah blah blah, Sydney. There's ones in America as well. Like they're kind of worldwide, but I think it's still small enough that it's a small thing. Um, yeah, so it was a singles event. Oh no, wait, no, 27th. That's when it was. The 27th of March, because it was the day after the trip. Um, went with one of the guys from uni. So he'd messaged me and said, "Do you want to go to this?" Sent me a link to the Instagram ad, and I was like, "Sounds good. Kind of good way to get out and like kind of guess and meet new people." He's like, "That's why I'm doing it." So bought our tickets and we went. So it was on the 27th of March. Um, so it's by a company called Thursday. So I think they do Thursday dating. I think all the events are geared towards single people. Um, but I think predominantly it is heteronormative. Um, but on the 27th of March, I went to their first LGBTQ plus event, which just so happened to be in Edinburgh. Luckily, I was in Edinburgh for uni that day, so it kind of worked out. Um, so it was in the Voodoo Rooms in Edinburgh, just off, well, not far away from Princess Street. Um, got there, bumped into somebody else that we both knew, which was kind of funny. Not at the event, just upstairs. We sat at a table and spent the whole night talking to two gay men. So that was fun. I spoke to zero lesbians, other than in the toilet when I said, "That's a nice sink." I complimented the sink in the toilet.
Amy, that's not how you get in a girl's pants.
So that was it. It was actually a good chats with the guys though, but it was. I'm kind of glad I've done it, like because like all to be fair to myself, being in my 30s, a lot of the lesbians or bi women or like not straight women, a lot of the female presenting people looked very young. I'm not going to go up to a group of random women and be like, "Hi, how old are you? Can I talk to you?" Like that's a bit much.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we need to start like a over 30s LGBT dating night. Maybe there's something already out there that exists, possibly, but
That'd be good. Possibly. It could very well be something that's already out there. But I hadn't seen that. But it's like, it's a good place to start.
anybody's listening to this, please hit Amy up.
Hit this guy up because she needs a date.
That and give her some good pickup lines. Your tried and true methods of picking up a lesbian.
And not talk about sinks? No? You don't want to talk about a sink. It was actually a really cool sink. It was stonework. No, that's a shame. No, I don't even know how, like, it's not even that. I was sober because I drove. Like, I drove to Edinburgh in the morning because I had the trip, and then drove to my friend's house to park outside. Then we got the bus into the city centre, and then obviously we got the bus back to his. I went upstairs, got my stuff, and then went in the car and came home because I was working the next morning. So it took me about, like, say an hour to get home. But I drove, so I drank juice all night, like on the cans of Iron Brew, and that's how I talked about sinks. Because, yeah, so it's, yeah, it was a good event though. Like, that's tough. When I was over living with you, I'd obviously did speed dating. Like, I wish there was something like that here. Um, Obviously specifically geared towards women who like women. I'm 0 for 3, so yeah,
Wait, 3?
yeah. Kind of half dated someone last year, but then yeah,
Oh, yes, okay, yes. Took me a minute there. Because you didn't really tell me about the third one.
no, because it wasn't really anything, and then it went a bit weird.
Okay. I think one of our friends went on a few like speed dating type ones here or date night things that are like um geared towards the LGBTQ plus community, but she goes to them and it's like, I I went on a speed date with this person before. It's the same people showing up every time, and there's only like 5 or 6 of them. So it's like she's like, yeah, that's not. She's like, it's not really my cup of tea, and
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, no. Like when I did, like I'm pretty sure when I went to that one over at you. Um, I was there, and then there was obviously I was there because I went, but I was there, and then there was maybe another 10 people.
like not everyone shows up to those kind of things. It's not everyone's cup of tea either, so it's hard. Okay, me up, guys. Yeah, okay, the donut.
I keep getting up on my TikTok. There's like an actual lesbian country singer, Brooke something, I think. She's like, and I'm a wife, and I'm a mother, and like I'm a lesbian country singer. Like,
Oh yes, she has popped up on mine, and I cannot. I think so. Ah, I think I liked one of her videos actually. I can't check it right now, but maybe I'll do a. Ah, yes, I think I have seen this woman that you're talking about. Her name is Brooke Eden, and if you're enjoying Chapel Roan's The Giver, then you should probably check her out. She keeps showing up on my For You page. I can't for the life of me remember if I have followed her or not, but I will be. Um, but yes, she is popping up, and she appears to be a very rare species. Country lesbian wifey. Yeah, so Brooke Eden, country music lesbian country singer. So if you enjoy country music, you enjoy The Giver, check her out. Can we talk about the wink that broke all the lesbians on TikTok?
we can talk about the wink.
I think I'm officially in love with the wink. I watched another video where she was covering her own song Stronger, and she did the wink right at the end, and I'm like, yep, okay. Um, yeah, this is Kelly Clarkson. If you haven't seen the cover she does of Your Love by Outfield, cover Kelly does a cover of Your Love by Outfield, and she does not change the lyrics.
She does not.
And she sent all the gays crazy because she winked when she said she likes her girls a little bit older. And then the younger lesbians collectively died. Yes.
Yes, they did. And then when Whitney Cummings brought it up to her on her own show, said, I would go for an older woman. If I was to go for a woman, she would be older. And also died for the fact that we are not older.
Yes, she did. And then we died a little bit more inside. So that went crazy. It went viral. Yes. It went viral. And she doesn't even have like TikTok, and her team's like telling her it's blowing up and stuff, and it's like gone crazy. Yeah, because you made straight women question themselves.
Made straight women question themselves and made lesbians more determined.
Yes, and it's funny because I remember years ago when I was like obsessed with Kelly and like would just watch her like interviews all the time. She had a big lesbian following like since forever, and I'm sure I think it was on Ellen. I haven't tried to look for it, um, but I think Ellen was trying to ask her like, "Oh, are you lesbian?" She's like, "No, I love dick."
I love dick.
She's like, I love men, basically. Like, it's just like, and I didn't even know I was gay then, but a part of me died inside.
Like you didn't even know yourself, but you knew that hurt your feelings.
Didn't even realize what I was like. Oh, how good would it be if she was a lesbian? Yeah. If there was ever a sign that you were gay, Steph, that was it. Plus many others. She's like, but she has been a very like outspoken ally. It got me like looking into like how many other like queer artists that she's actually covered, and I can only find a list of like the sapphic women that she's covered. Um, but like, there's like over 30 of them. Um, Definitely an ally, definitely a supporter, because you know she's got lots of queer fans. And this is this is one for you, Amy. I found online that Kelly's lesbian fans call themselves
Uh
Kesbos.
huh. That's so funny. Kesbos. Although not, but then what do our fans call themselves anyway? Not even the lesbian ones. What do just a regular fans call themselves? Because Kesbos is funny, and I will take that. But
I don't think they have a fan name. Kesbos is fucking funny. I I don't know if that's like a recent thing.
because like most kind of big artists have, well, specifically probably female artists.
Like pen names for the fans. Yeah. Kelly doesn't have one. She's just like, yep, cool, whatever. But I laughed so hard when I saw that this morning. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm a kid's boy.
Kesbos. That's crazy. That
I did not know such a thing existed. Um, but yeah, like I didn't realize like how like I know she had covered like Chappell Roan and Fletcher, and Billie Eilish. But I didn't realize she'd covered so many different like queer female presenting artists. So she's done over like 500 karaoke's,
500. Jesus.
and over 30 of them have been by queer female presenting artists. I think that's a pretty good record for a daytime TV host, like prime US time as well, in the state that the country is in. Like, all right, Amy, go for it.
Yeah, so we'll start with the Q list. So I found this app, I think it was through TikTok or something. I don't actually know specifically where I found it, but it's called Q list. I'm like, I can get it on iOS. I don't know if you can get it on Android or whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure it's global because I think it was like I think it started in America or something, but it's literally the logo's a cube with just the pride flag behind it, and you go onto it and you can find LGBT stuff in like whatever area you look for it in. So it shows up gay bars in Glasgow, it shows up places in Edinburgh. Obviously, I would assume it would show up other places elsewhere. But like you can add things to it. Like I think it needs to go through some kind of approval as well. But like you can add stuff to it. So I added the queer bookshop that I go to. I say that as if I'm there all the time, but like I added that in. Hopefully, it's on it now. But yeah, it's literally like it's a cool, like if you don't know, say if you go to a new city or something and you're like, where's places I can go and feel safe, you could use the app and obviously just this bar, this bar, this bar, if it's bars you want to go to. And like there's cafes and things on it as well, so it's like in Edinburgh they've got like Cafe Queer, which I want to go to that, but like there's like other places on it that you can like, these are queer and obviously also queer friendly. Then it's like just a cool idea. I saw it online and I was like, that's actually quite a cool idea.
That's a really good idea.
Isn't it?
Like, how many times are you trying to look up Google and all that for like all that, and someone's put it in an app for you? Like, that's really cool. And after this, I'm gonna go download it if I can get it here. Like, that's, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And people can add to it as well. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like yeah, Q list. So loads of stuff on it, and you can change it to for whatever city you're in as well. Um, so and you can add places if you know something. Like I know, like me looking at this, right? I don't see any of the bookshops in Sydney because I know there's definitely at least two bookshops in Sydney. Um, you could pause, like you can even add them on, and then I think it goes through some kind of um like check, I guess. So I would definitely recommend people downloading and checking it out for their size.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out afterwards. What's the 35 idea?
My 35 idea. So I'm taking this from someone else. Like, obviously, they're not doing 35. They were planning on, like, it's age based, right? So it's not necessarily queer. It's because I'm doing it. It can be gay. Um, so from 34, obviously, when I turn 34,
We are not 35 yet, are we?
no, we're not. So from,
Okay, we're turning 34 this year, aren't we?
yes, oh my God, I can't believe you haven't asked that. We are currently 33, right? From when I turn 34, which obviously is not much different from you, but from when I turn 34 to when I turn 35, I'm wanting to do 35 things, right? Whether it's things I've done before and not for a while, or brand new things, I want to do 35 things, right? So on my list so far, I have 33. I need to think of two more, right? Oh, actually, I thought of another one I can add on. And it does actually go gay. But so I have list of like things that I don't like it is gay. It'll be like go to a pride in a different city, right? I've never done that before, other than obviously I've done Sydney, but like a different one in the UK, which I've not done. So I'll add that to my list. Go to a pride in a different city. So you've got London, you've got Manchester. I've heard Manchester's really good.
what's the big one in England? It's at Birmingham. I'm sure it began with a B. Brighton.
Mariah Carey's performed at Brighton this year. Mariah Carey at Brighton. Like, imagine. But that would probably be like I wouldn't to be honest, I would love to see Mariah Carey. She's like, I'm a butterfly, but is it butterflies or lambs? She calls her people. Anyway, like I will be one that day if I was to go. But like I would want to go somewhere possibly that's like easy enough to get to and come back probably in the same day. So like fair enough, Brighton isn't that far away by car, but like would you want to travel all the way down there to then spend a day? You're missing the nightlife bit as well. Yeah, you're missing the nightlife part 'cause that's a whole big bit of pride. So I've got 34 things now on my list. Kind of ranging from come back there and see yous to go to new places. Well, at least two new places. I think I'm going to Italy in August. That's with uni. So like that's one new place. So like I want to go to two new places. Like I've got kind of a serious one being like obviously pay off all if not all my loan, but that's probably never going to happen because all the other things I want to do. So I'll like leave that. Like I'm paying it up. Yeah, I'm still paying it off monthly anyway, so it's not like I'm not paying it. When I finish off my degree course, I won't have graduated just obviously by where birthday lands. I won't have actually graduated as in like walked or anything, but like the classes will be finished. So then obviously it's just a matter of kind of getting the final grade. So I kind of count. The one that I have told you about, muscle mummy, want to be one. So I want to be a muscle mummy. I don't know why. I've done absolutely nothing for it just now, but I've still got assignments due, so I need to finish them first. Let's see what else I've got on my list. I can tell you the list actually, and then hopefully I can get some suggestions. So I'm gonna do like a TikTok about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little TikTok about it as well. So I've actually got a TikTok based one, so 50 followers and kind of regular content. Go to at least two new places, which I've said. This next one can lead into that. So I want to turn up at the airport and get the next flight somewhere. Or in the same sense, the next cheap flight available. Like I look like say the day before, like what's the cheapest flight? Where am I off to? Because fuck it, travel and go to new places. I want to eat myself at a restaurant, as in eat in, like sit at a restaurant myself and eat, not eat myself. Sit myself and eat. Like I'm not gonna like chop off my arm and start gnawing. Like I want to sit in myself to a restaurant and eat because I've never done I've like it's putting yourself out there type thing. Like I've sat in coffee shops and drank coffee myself. I want to. So a lot of them, like I've realised, are kind of London and London adjacent. So like I could do a couple of days in London and probably knock out a few of them. So I want to see a West End show. I did write West End / Broadway, but also I'm not going to be in America before my 35th, so maybe I should take that out. Beautiful. I want to go somewhere and stargaze properly. I like the sky, like obviously, like I know you'd appreciate that as well.
Yes, I would appreciate that.
So like, yeah, I want to go and like be able to just sit somewhere where I know there's no light pollution, look up and just see it. Like, obviously, Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, I can't even say that, would also be impeccable. But when it was here last, I couldn't even, like, people were seeing it outside their windows in Clydebank and stuff. And, like, other bits of Glasgow, it was that good that you could actually look outside and see it. And I couldn't see it. Also, it was my old phone, so the camera was bad. Apparently, it looks better through a camera lens, and I just couldn't see it. But yeah, so I would love to see that. But that's not, I'm not putting that on, because that's not guaranteed. But stargazing, yes. I want to go to a comedy show, like a proper designated comedy show. So again, I've not done that. Obviously, I've seen things with comedy in them. I've never actually seen really a stand-up comic. So it's like, yeah. Obviously, I know you've seen Ursula Carson, didn't you?
We did, yes. If you don't know who Ursula Carlson is, she is a South African New Zealand comedian. Very gay, very funny. Uh,
Very gay with a wife.
no,
Not anymore. Ah,
she's divorced. Yeah, but she is in a relationship. Alright, so what else is on the list?
ABBA Voyage. So like the ABBA show that's in London, that's like the holograms. Like I've heard it's really good. Like I actually know someone who's been and seen it, and she did it was like amazing. You can't even tell that it's not them standing there. So would love to see that. Yeah. So that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I want to see another. I have obviously this has happened before, but it was years ago when we were in high school. So that's how long ago I'm talking. A play by the Royal Shakespeare Company. I'm a fan of Shakespeare. Sue me. Um, don't sue me. I have no money.
I will not sue you, but I am not a fan of Shakespeare.
Not like some people aren't. I just so happen to actually really quite like Shakespeare. I've got some plays. Obviously, we did Shakespeare in high school. Like I've got all like it's just something I like. So, I want to go on a factory tour. Whether that's like because obviously you can do the Tenants tour. Not that I'm a Tenants drinker because Tenants is absolute piss water. My opinion. Um, it is. It's absolutely dire. To me, it smells disgusting. I don't like beer, but it'd be cool to see how it's made. Um, yeah, better. It's like Tenants. I don't know if you can go into Tunnocks. That'd be impeccable. A wee fucking tea cake, thank you.
When we were in Scotland, we went to the Walkers. They had like the sort of factory near it. We didn't go into the factory, but it was next to the factory, and they had a shop, which was really cool. Um, so potentially you could do a factory tour of that. That might be. And I believe if you go to Dublin, I know you probably I know you probably don't like Guinness, but I think you can do the fact you can get the bus tour and it stops outside of it, and I think you can do.
I'm not opposed to Guinness. Like I've tried it. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, okay. I know. I'm pretty sure you can do that factory tour.
Guinness in Dublin would do. Yeah, because usually you obviously get your tour, you get maybe a little taste, shop. Yeah, because like I'm not like we're not far away from Tenants. Yeah, so like that's like an option. Also, I'm not far away from there's whiskey ones. Like yeah, there's like different whiskey ones. Like so I'm not far away from Auchentoshan. We're not actually far away from there's like other ones kind of a wee bit away, but still not too far. So yeah, like obviously that's kind of possible. Switzerland, you can go to Lindt and eat as much chocolate as you can. I would do that. So um, this one has a question mark next to it because I don't know if I'd be fit enough for it. Not necessarily have to be fit enough for it, but high rocks. So it's like it's almost like circuit training. They had one in Brisbane, Glasgow. They had like Birmingham, Dublin. Like there's loads of them. Like there's ones in America as well, right? And it's like I don't know how many circuits you have to do, but there's like big weights and you're having basically absolutely pelt for it. But it's something to work towards to say I've done that. Feeling like I currently feel and looking like I currently look at the heaviest I've ever been. Like it would be amazing to be like I've just done a high rocks for the band. Like it's not even any kind of professionalism, and that wasn't even a word, but like professionalism. It's I've just done it for the band. It's like this next one will sound sad, And it is also tinged with a little bit of sadness because, you know, have people up to the flat because no one is ever in my house, right? It sounds so sad, I know. I'm only ever in here myself, right? Um, but like the last time I had someone up, it was the last person I was chatting to. But like, and that was something else. But like, I've just never had my own space. Obviously, I had people up when I still lived with mom and dad, but I never ever had people up to a space that's mine to be like, right, what we're doing? Cool, we can play board games, or fuck it, we'll watch a film, or we'll sit in the garden that's nice. Like, but like, yeah, so like, just have people up, which sounds sad, and if you explain it in that way, it's kind of sounds also sad. But like, just have friends to the house. So, let's see. So that was 20. 21 was the NC 500.
Oh, I want to do that so badly.
Because I've done Great Ocean Road, I've done the Australian version. Like, done the Australian version, in essence. NC 500. Get the Scottish one on the go.
I would love to do that. That is on my list. Not before I'm 35, but it's on my list.
Let's see. So, Six by Nico is a restaurant. Yeah. Um, Six by Nico, right? It's a restaurant. This is not a sitting in yourself one. This is not that. There's like locations all over the UK, and it's 6 courses. You can pay for extra ones, like kind of little accompaniment type ones, but they're themed, like themed menus. It's like a tasting menu, and it's themed. So the current one is Italian road trip. So it's like taking you to like obviously different culinary places in Italy. There's one that's like a chippy themed. The next one is it's like on they're normally on for like a month and a half, like month and a half. So if you miss one, obviously you're not going to get it again unless you bring it back. The next one's Seven Wonders of the World or Six Wonders of the World because obviously 6 courses. I want to try one. So they have a location in Glasgow. They have one in Edinburgh. I'm pretty sure there's one in London. Like obviously they have like there's not many of them, but there's like dotted around the country. So that'd be kind of cool. Just to try it. I want to go to the Eden Project or Kew. Eden is further away than London. I think it's like Cornwall type bit. But Kew Botanic Garden. I want to go to an animal cafe, whether it be a cat cafe. Obviously, there's cat cafes. There's a couple in Glasgow. There's a Chihuahua cafe in Edinburgh. And she loves a Chihuahua. I love a Chihuahua. Ever since the small boy, I love a Chihuahua. And I also said hello to one the other day. This one I've left intentionally broad, right? Because it could be, it's just date, right? Which obviously I want to do anyway. But whether that's one date with one person, one date with multiple people, multiple dates with one person or multiple people, just dating over the course of the year at some point. Because why not? Treat myself and possibly treat somebody else. There's a place just outside London in Hemel Hempstead called 66 Books, right? There's not just 66 books in it. It's, yes, I know it's piqued your interest because you're also a reader. It's basically a wholesale bookshop.
I would love a wholesaler like this shop.
I know, and your face has just said all right. So you have to pay a membership. It lasts for the year. It's £2, right? £2 membership for the year, right? And it's open to the public on like certain weekends in the month, like every month. You go in, obviously you've paid your membership. I think you can do it just before you go in as well. You pay your membership, you go in, you pick up a basket and fire your books in, and they're cheaper than buying them normal. Glamping. I would never camp. I am not a camper. Glamping. Yes. I will glamp. Sleep in a bed, but outside.
We would stay in a cabin in the woods.
That begins a horror film. Cabin in the woods. Anyway, Edinburgh Fringe. Yeah, I want to go and see something from the Edinburgh Fringe that could then lead into the comedy show. So like I could knock off two at one time. I want to get a professional massage. Like I've never had one. So why not? This next one is like everything's costing money. And that's why I don't think I'll ever pay off the loan in the next year. But student loan. But I have one more payment and I'm gonna end up dying in the summer. Anyway, I want to try an affogato. Now I will explain what that is to those who don't know, which is including you, because I will assume that you don't know what it is. It's a coffee that's got ice cream in it. Like, it's just a coffee. It's a type of coffee. But it's a small one. As in, it's a small thing, it won't cost me any more than a fiver. So, yeah. I'm sure it's a coffee with ice cream in it. But there's places in the town that sell it. So it's not as if I'm having to go far for it. Or possibly Italy. This next one has a star next to it. Because I can, if I think of something else, I can delete it. New tattoo. Because I need one. I've not had one in a long time. I can't even think. Like, I need a new one. Like, I've got the last two things, and then I need some inspo for the last two, possibly three. So, I want to go watch more live sport, or watch different live sport. Because obviously, we've seen, like, football, we've been seeing basketball, like, I've seen things, I just want to go and see more. Because, why not? Go and watch some live sport. And the last one I have so far, so this is number 33, is go to Peterhead Museum. So I can tell you what it is. Peterhead is a former prison, kind of in line with obviously the old job. So like it's a former prison that you can go in and like it's no long, it's still obviously the prison building and how it was, but it's obviously no longer used as a prison. So they've been moved. So that's 33. I just need someone suggested to me, like, well, bungee jumping, but I would never do that. But you get like the Highland swing. That'd be nice. However, I am a bit of a shite bag. So, a fearty, if you will. So I don't know if I would do that. But like, I just need another couple of ideas. They can be gay or not. That's obviously fine. Would be kind of cool to have probably some actually more gay things, to be honest. Although dating is gay because it's would be with a woman. And watching live sport would also be gay because it's probably going to be women's sport. And getting a tailored suit, you know, big lesbian vibes. And being a muscle mummy, that's big lesbian vibes. So, like, there is gay things in there, but it's obviously not exclusively all gay. But it will be because I'm doing it. So, but like, I just need a couple of more ideas, and then I'm gonna actually like do stuff, and then like I'll record myself completing them or whatever. I need two more, possibly three, because the third one could like delete the tattoo one, but like obviously I'm gonna get a tattoo regardless. But I need at least two. So, which is a tough one because I've been trying to think for ages, and fair enough, obviously there's some good ideas that people give me, but I'm like, will I actually do it? Is it feasible? How much will it cost? I think the most expensive thing will be coming over to see yous, right? And paying off the loan, but that's kind of but like most of the stuff like will cost money, but it's not going to be a fortune. So like climbing up a mountain, right? The cost of that, depending on where it is, because like Ben Lomond isn't far away, so it could possibly be that, right? The only cost would be the getting there and lunch, and I'd take that with me. I've already got boots now, like new boots. Like I've got stuff that would facilitate that. Stargazing, that's going to cost barely anything. Literally just to drive, finding it, that's mint on it. I'm already paying for that anyway. The drive there, like, and the drive back. Um, Other things will obviously cost more money, like going down to London and doing a million things in London, because
Um, a suggestion could be go see a drag show,
See, I've seen drag.
or go see one of our friends who we went to school with drag show.
Actually, I do want to go see her perform anyway. See if I find out when she's doing it next. Um, but yeah, it's like because I think in that venue, which is the Corset Club in town, just off John Street or Wilson Street, yeah, just right kind of Wilson Street where Polo is and that. They have quiz nights as well. So love a pub quiz, love a trivia.
Another suggestion, I mean, this one's going to cost money too, would be to go see a new queer artist in concert.
See, like in general for 2025, I want to go see more live performance anyway. So like that's separate to the birthday thing. I just want to go see more live performance. So I tried to get Lady Gaga tickets. That was a flop. But I'll have a wee look and see what's on the card because also I tried for Gaga and couldn't get. Tried for Chaperone and couldn't get. But like also that's big artists and everyone's wanting tickets. So I can find something a bit smaller. Could be kind of good. But so I'm trying to like think of things that are doable is more the main thing. I don't want something that's that outlandish that I'd never be able to achieve it. Everything on my list is doable to an extent, but like, because there could obviously, like I said, there could be ones that I can knock out 2 in 1 or 3 in the same, like 3 or 4 in the same space of a few days. But on average, it's like one a fortnight. So if you have any ideas, or anybody listening has any ideas, they don't cost like £1 million.
This might seem a bit out there,
Uh-huh.
but how about getting like a like a professional photo shoot?
Yeah, because my mom, like, you can get them. Yeah, like, my mum had one done before I was born. Like, and those photos are still kicking about. Yeah, like, good photos.
Yeah, like just and you could just get like some headshots and stuff, like, or you could get ones with your families and stuff. Like you could get like an amateur photographer who's like relatively starting out. Just maybe if you get your suit, maybe you can do stuff like that. Like, and it's maybe something that you could do. Like, it's not something that you would normally do, but it's something that might push you out of your comfort zone and like
Yeah. Yeah. Professional photo shoot. I'll do a wee question mark to that.
have you got anything coming up?
So next month I have a gig. That's Beth McCarthy. Very gay, very bisexual, but very gay. Yeah. So you've got Beth McCarthy next month. That's with someone in work, one of my friends in work. One of the children. And I say children, she is an actual adult. Obviously my course will be finished. So we've got that. Well, me, I've got that. But nothing really very much else planned as of yet. But so things will be planned and all that kind of jazz.
Thanks for listening. This has been the Queer Af podcast. I'm Steph.
I'm Amy.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We're at queeraf.podcast. queer.a.podcast, and TikTok we're at queer.a.podcast. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Stay gay, stay happy.
Be happy.